The future of travel bookings for travel agents versus online travel agencies. A comparison of changes in market trending analysis for the next 10 years. By Christy Zawatski, Final Business Proposal Script. The introduction. The following research proposal is a study to look at where the travel booking patterns will head over the next 10 years for home-based travel agents. Huge monopolies of online travel agencies such as Travelocity, Expedia, Orbitz, and many others stole huge market share in the early 2000s until today when online booking engines surfaced. This forced major closures of storefront travel agencies that for decades had been people's way of booking travel. Consumers now had travel booking tools at their fingertips with the internet. Being a home-based travel agent on a part-time basis, I was personally interested in this subject to see if there was a future in this for me. I enjoy working at home and having the flexibility with my personal schedule. As an independent contractor with a major host agency, I have the option to work the hours and schedule that I prefer and with what fits my needs and the needs of my independent business. The objectives of the study. There are many questions that could branch out and expand off of the topic I'm looking at, but what I wanted to answer in this study, with keeping in line with my strategic goal, are answers to the following questions. 1. How much has OTA business grown over the past 10 years? 2. Have home-based agents seen growth in travel bookings over the past 10 years? 3. Are home-based agents feeling confident about their independent business? 4. What market segments are seeing growth and what segments are seeing declines? 5. With new generations being online and app savvy with the technology at their fingertips, will they use travel agents still or turn to technology-based bookings? These are some of the areas that I reviewed to get as accurate of a take as possible, reviewing these objectives and generating the data needed to make an educated summary. The hypothesis proven wrong. I started the study with a hypothesis that the baby boomers aging out of travel in the next 10 years would reduce travel agent bookings over the same years. My thought process was that the younger generations right now will turn to online bookings and mobile apps to make their travel arrangements. Based on my research methodology, I have found that bookings by home-based agents have seen significant growth over the last 5 years. More and more people are actually now becoming home-based travel agents because of the flexibility that it provides. There is very little overhead expense to operating a home-based agency, and you can start with your friends and family. You can work as little or as much as you like, and it's not uncommon to see a home-based agent making a steady income from this position alone. The literature review. Many articles, as well as the previous research studies, were reviewed during the literature review. The following important information was reviewed. 1. There was a steady increase in year-over-year bookings that have taken place and predicted to do so through 2020. 2. Bookings took a small dip in 2009, but business bounced right back the following year. 3. Leisure market segments are seeing great growth, however, corporate business has taken a deep decline. Corporate revenues were reduced by 24% year over year. 4. 50% of agencies said they saw new customers last year in addition to their existing clientele. 5. Cruise, hotels, air, and FIT bookings all had significant growth, but rail reservation revenue grew only 8%. 6. OTAs saw growth of 15% in bookings year over year in the last 2 years. And 7. The report also showed growth year over year in travel bookings with one small dip in 2017 for future bookings. Research methodology. I conducted my questionnaire for the proposal through a well-known instrument called SurveyMonkey.com. The survey was presented in a private Facebook group platform that includes only home-based agencies within the company that I contract with. This homogeneous sample was selected to get direct results from hands-on agents. A pilot test was performed with a few select agents for feedback prior to launching it to the entire group. A few questions were altered just for better clarity purposes. The questionnaire consisted of 10 questions. It was a range of questions that were investigative, open-ended, categorized, and some matrix questions to maximize response details. A sample can be found at the website listed in the business proposal script. Some background questions about the respondent were asked to get a closer look at demographics and experience level of the agents. More in-depth questions about trending and history were also asked, as well as an opinion-based question for the future. After all responses were received, data was analyzed with a simplified data analysis section of SurveyMonkey.com. Limitations and delimitations were noted in the methodology section of the report. Ethical concerns that were noted were that private business data was being collected and shared. It was disclosed to all participants that the information shared would only go as far as the class that I am participating in. No other personally identifiable information was collected. The business proposal details. The business proposal is the last section completed and explains some other outside factors in completing the project. The executive summary explains the findings that took place during the research project. In this case, the research showed that people are still booking with home-based agents more now than they were in the last few years. I have revealed that people that want firsthand knowledge and experience come to home-based agents that have been there, seen it, done it, and can share about it. Looking at photos online and booking what you're not so sure about places is one great vulnerability and uncertainty. Through literature review, research methodology, and data analysis, I have been able to come to a better understanding and am confident in predicting the next 10 years in the life of a home-based travel agent to be successful. Personalized service is very important to some consumers, while others are very confident in booking their own travel. The memorandum also goes into detail with information about myself as the researcher and the budget for the project. This was a cost-free project by using free services such as SurveyMonkey.com. Time was the main factor in this project. The next section explains the timeline for the project, and then the final two sections discuss any special resources and how the project was managed. Overall, this was a very interesting project for myself personally, as well as my peers that were reviewing it along the way. I feel confident sharing my results with other home-based agents and providing them the encouragement and reassurance that business will grow for them in the next 10 years.